There we go.
Thank you so much, guys, for your patience. Although we didn't have to do any retakes today, so that's an improvement already.
We didn't. But there is a lot of cutting out of things that I'm going to be doing, most definitely.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Flappy. Flappy's pulling out the. I'm afraid don't do any treat requests, guys, at the moment because the girls are fast asleep, and I think we should probably leave them that way.
Yeah,
I'm a bit chilly, which is why I'm putting my jacket on. So that was fun. I really enjoyed that. Marbles, how are you? Spooky's here. Will there be sandwiches? Says Spooky. Yes, as long as you bring them yourself. I know I heard we had a new follower who is a ferret owner.
A new follower who's a ferret owner, yes.
Mom or Pop.
That's a Fork Nugget Banshee Swans. What a name!
That's an absolutely amazing name.
That is a brilliant name. I absolutely love that name. But they've just joined us in the Discord and they've been showing us pictures of their fuzzies.
Yay! And I understand you may have a suggestion for a harness that will fit our skinny scruffles.
Indeed. What they've said here is, have you tried the figure 8 harnesses that are more like paracord? They're adjustable for any size ferret, and they use them on their fuzzies.
Oh, I'll have to find. Maybe you can share a link for that because that
would be fabulous.
This thing is a figure of 8. The one that I was trying is a figure of 8, but it's the trouble is it only goes that small because it's got double loops and loop backs and stuff like that. So it's that's literally in the same way as when you get a belt and you can only make it so tight or so loose. There is an end to what you can do on that, and that unfortunately I found the end to it. So yeah, no good.
Let me see. Apparently, there's a picture of what they look like. There's a picture of what they look like in the Discord. Allow me to man in the chariot for you.
There are mouse harnesses on eBay, he says.
Mouse harnesses.
I reckon Cappy would love a mouse harness because he's always catching mice and wants to sort of keep them alive and play with them, but they try and escape and he ends up having to kill them. But I think if you gave him one on a harness, he would love it.
I think potentially... I've lost the suggestion.
Fork Nugget Banshee Swans. What should I call you? Which of those 4 words do you like best? Maybe Banshee?
You'll use their full name out of respect. Here we go. Fork Nuggets Banshee Swan has posted. There's a picture of the figure 8 harnesses in the Discord for you there, Kate.
Fantastic. Oh, I'll have to have a look at that. Thank you so much for sharing that. What a great first contribution to our little community. And you're a ferret. Amazing. You're a ferret. Yeah, I don't know if you're a ferret mum or a dad or whatever. You're a ferret banshee keeper.
Banshee ferrets? Nobody said anything about banshee ferrets.
Nobody said anything about bouncy ferrets either, right? So no, there's definitely a no to the no. There's definitely a flat no to the trampoline idea.
Well, let's find out what the chat thinks.
I don't care what the chat thinks. The chat thinks the chat's going to want me to be. Side. The chat's going to want me to be miserable, being constantly bounced upon and climbed, and that's, it's entertaining for you, I get that, but it's just not.
But they'd be bouncing on the trampoline. Probably at you, in your direction, but they'd be bouncing on the trampoline.
They would be bouncing towards the nearest stash of treats, I'm sure.
Our deprived little ferrets, they're not going to get a trampoline because Mummy says no.
Fork. Usually go by Fork. Brilliant. Thank you so much. That's going to save a lot of time.
I'll be using Fork Nugget Banshee Swans. I don't care.
Yeah, you go ahead and use the full moniker. What was your favourite package out of the little slices of life that you saw for this week? What did we have? We had the playing with the balls, playing with the bag.
Yeah, we had the taste tests.
The taste test.
Trying the harnesses on and pigeon versus squirrel.
Were you devastated, Graham, that your concentrate wriggles is up? Were you devastated that your purchases went unloved by our little floofers. Oh, no, here.
They're staking their claim. That's what they've done. They've gone, it's James well beloved and nothing. Don't want nothing. Marbles, you missed out most of it, but next week you'll be here for it all, hopefully. Well, you'll get to see the entire show on Monday anyway.
Exactly.
At a brand new time.
Hey.
We're going to be coming at you at a brand new time on Monday. Usually, the last few weeks, we've scheduled the shows to go out at 9:30 in the evening. And there's really no need.
Yeah. Oh, Annie says, I loved all, but favourite would say Hungry Wiggles in the car. Yes.
Hungry Ferrets. Merchandising opportunity right there.
You guys want some? They both come down for treats now. Come on then. Treats time.
I've seen Hungry Hippos rip-offs with frogs and rats and all sorts. We could do a ferret one.
Why not?
Hungry Wriggles.
Stuart's saying no to the trampoline. Yeah, thank you.
No, he's not saying no. He's saying no trampoline
and
then crying.
Ah.
He's crying.
So we not all. What's that? Graham says not at all. As the ferrets have imprinted on the kibble. It was a no-brainer. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess you would have thought though if they like the flavour of something that they would give it a try. But ferrets are known to be very fussy eaters anyway, so I guess we shouldn't have been unexpected development.
No.
So I understand that MahdDogg, you got some credit for my work at some point, did you?
I did, and I hold my hands up right away and say I'm not taking somebody else's credit. Platey was very impressed with the musical score of the pigeons and the squirrels, and I have to say that was an entire creation of Ms. Russell. I had nothing to do with the edit. I didn't touch it. I didn't go near it. My fingerprints are not on that. It's all Kate's work. So
Scruffles has just realised you're coming out of my right ear, and she was just suddenly
she's trying to hear me.
Yeah.
Hey, Scruffles.
Oh,
hello. Hey, Scruffs. Hello.
Oh, baby.
Can you hear me?
But yeah,
this
it was
is just going to get annoying in your lug.
Oh, she's snoozing again now, I think.
Oh.
But no, that was fun actually. That what I really liked about putting together that squirrel versus wood pigeon was just how the wood pigeon was so kind of like uppity and kind of like, I don't quite know how to handle this, and that squirrel had such courage. It was just like, easy guy, easy, it's all right. I just want the nut, just down by your seat. No, wait, put the beak away.
Put the beak away. There's no need for that. I do like the Geordie magpie popping in though.
Yeah, he comes in and goes, wah, wah, wah.
Comes in
What's going
as
on?
a bit of everything all right? Everything good? Oh, it's a squirrel. Right then, I'm off.
But my absolute favourite moment was, and I'll be honest with you, when I realised that I'd captured the moment on the camera, and I was like, okay, I can cut this down into something that's really usable, and I can, choose some funny music. So as I was editing it, I was just listening to some music on Epidemic Sound. And by the way, the link for Epidemic Sound is below, and it's an affiliate link as well. So if you're going to go with them, click that one, and we get a little tiny commission.
Click the link. You help us. We don't get commission. We get 1 month.
But we get
free.
1 month free, don't we? That's right. Which is the equivalent of commission, right? It's good.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, so I was just listening to the tunes and doing the edit, and I was just watching it a bit back, and the bit where the music. I don't know if we can play it. Can we play?
I can play the clip if you give me 2 seconds. I'll just.
We play it without sound, maybe, so that we can.
Yeah.
You'll have to hear it with sound again. It'll be published this week anyway as one of our shorts. So, just check. In fact, if we link up here a playlist of this week on FerretTube. in the week
You
that
can
this is
indeed.
live, that's where it'll be. If you're watching this on catch up a few weeks down the line, there'll be a whole bunch of different stuff there. So, but you'll enjoy exploring that, I'm sure. So basically, I was just doing the edit, listening to this music, and then this moment where the squirrels sort of like have a little scuffle. Then the one that's trying to sort of get in on the action goes around the back and climbs up the tree, and then sort of like is up there going, "Is there a way I can get down?" And just as I was watching that, the music was like, and then a little drum roll, and they both run off, and then the music, I didn't edit that music, the music immediately hits in with the really kind of like jazzy kind of
It just did it all on its own.
And that and it played pretty much at the perfect timing as I was just watching back the clip, so I was like, download that. And then I imported that tune into the timeline, put that musical moment over that sequence of clips, and then built everything out from there.
Well, let's pop it in, because I've now got it ready. Though I will have to mute the audio on it very quick to bring it up.
Yeah.
So here it comes.
So you can see there, you know, the wood pigeons are kind of like scoping out from the background. I think in a moment a wood pigeon flies over, kind of like wondering if it can get to the tray of food or not.
Just surveilling the area.
What do you think that pigeon? That I think that squirrel's probably just saying, "Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah, nice nuts."
Sure.
Oh,
Then he
sees
spots the camera.
Yeah.
He's like, "What's that? What's that? Who's that? Who's that? You got a problem?"
Don't know if I should be worried about that or not. And his mates
Sort of.
come.
Yeah.
He's like, "No, get off them, my nuts."
You're not seeing me nuts. Get off them.
I'm still a little bit nervous about the camera. The camera's got a little flashing red light on it, so I guess he was kind of...
He was probably picking up on that, most definitely.
Yeah, is that going to shoot lasers at me as soon as I put my hand on the nuts?
Do you think he has a concept of what lasers are?
Probably. If I was a squirrel, I'd be very concerned about lasers.
I suppose everyone's seen Star Wars, haven't they? One thing I noticed about the squirrels on these videos is that they've got a very fine outer hair on their tail.
Yeah.
And it's almost, you can almost see through it to the different shaped tail underneath.
Oh, yes. Yeah, they have very bushy, it's not sort of a solid flesh tail. It's oh, there we are, he's lost control. Lost control of the seed tray.
The pigeons are in now. I got pigeons coming and stealing all of the... They're not eating the peanuts, though, the pigeons. They don't seem to be going for them.
Yeah, no, I guess the peanuts are probably too big for them, aren't they? There's...
That's got one. No, is that a beet? No, it's just...
I just put down a fresh kind of thing of bird seed anyway, so there've been lots in there that they enjoy. But you can see like the squirrel now in the background. The squirrel's sort of like, is there an opportunity?
Yeah, he's like, look, they're not quite up at this end. Nah, I'll wait. And then these two get up at each other for no reason whatsoever. Oh, there you go.
You were calling it Steve the pigeon. It seemed like an appropriate name, Steve the pigeon.
Steve.
Yeah.
So what we call the squirrel then? If
Cyril.
Steve's the pigeon, Cyril.
Cyril
the squirrel. Really?
Why not?
Really?
That's a perfectly adequate name for a squirrel, right, Wiggles?
This is the rhyming diet all over again. Cyril the squirrel. All right, Cyril the squirrel. Cyril, that's it. You've been named, son. Sorry, I would have gone with Dennis. But that's me.
Snuggles from the little regular.
Are you?
Yeah.
So yeah, let's come back out to the VT.
Yeah.
It was a lovely piece.
Just trying to
Oh no!
take my jugular out.
Quick, everyone, clip this moment where Kate Russell gets killed by an errant ferret.
An errant ferret.
Yes, an errant ferret. It's gone for her. It's given her a very nasty lick and cuddle. And it's
cuddled to death.
It's all right. We're not gonna. Nah, I'm not gonna get that big viral clip out of this moment.
You might yet.
Who might do? Who might do? She's having a proper sniff.
She's really. She's got very into trying to get inside my sweatshirt to bite my belly. I think I mentioned last week that this was a new habit that she was forming, and it's just she's just over love. You know, it's just she just gets too kind of like, oh my God, I love you so much, I'm gonna rip your throat out. So, if you've ever had a cat, you'll know that. Like sometimes cats will stroke them on their belly, and they'll be loving it, and then suddenly they will just attack you with viciousness, and it's not because they suddenly hate you. It's just because it's just the tummy rubbing has just overwhelmed them. They've enjoyed it too much.
Oh, I've got to get down there and scrabble some bellies.
You have, but of course, after COVID-19 has been whipped into shape.
COVID-19 has been whipped into shape. We'll do it.
It's the licks of doom, says Fork. Exactly. You know, it's just, and the thing is, it's so cute as well. But you know the bites are coming, and you're just like, how long can I get away with letting her lick me? Because this is kind of cute. And then it's sort of like, oh, okay, that was
It's like, no, I need to get into your throat. Duh.
As Playpy says, my Dalek is called Steve. And Stuart suggests Secret Squirrel. Playpy suggests Bob. And Mole.
He's not much of a secret squirrel.
Blue Candy means that's a deep, deep love. Yeah.
It is. A deep, all-consuming.
So we've had a busy week this week. I've done a lot of filming down here, and we've made a lot of content, like as well as the really quite astonishing amount of, even though I say it myself, really quite an astonishing amount of content that we make and put up. I think we put 10 clips up on YouTube again this week.
I think so, yeah.
And that's even before the extra content that we've been making for a Safer Internet Day. So I'm really excited to share that with you. We've got the packages going to be premiering this on Sunday, tomorrow, as usual, at 9. Not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. Sunday at 9:30 p.m. So we'll raid at 9 p.m. Then we'll spend some time with the person we've raided, and then we'll premiere the package. It's only 4 minutes or something, just over 4 minutes, so it's not a long premiere. But that's part of a new suite of education tools that we're putting on the YouTube channel.
It is indeed.
Specifically to assist with different events, and spread the message about internet safety, but also enjoying the internet and not making it, a message that is sort of like, oh, scary, don't go there. The analogy I drew, actually, and I'm really happy with, was it's a bit like swimming. There are things in your life that are dangerous to do if you don't know how to handle yourself when you're doing them. And swimming is one. You wouldn't jump in the deep end of a swimming pool if you've not learned to swim. But once you've learned to swim, it's incredible fun to go, at the beach. You can go in a swimming pool, you can go in a lake, you can go in a river, but you need to know how to handle yourself. And it's exactly the same with the internet, is just knowing where to go that is safe, how to recognise the signs of, troubled water, that you shouldn't necessarily expect a pleasant experience if you swim there. And how to get yourself out of an unpleasant experience should you get caught by a riptide or whatever. Some sort of tricks and tools about how to get yourself back to safety again. So,
and to take that analogy a little bit further, how to keep an eye out for sharks.
Exactly. We've actually, and you can see them coming because of their fin. I mean, the whole analogy works on so many levels. I'm actually delivering 3 assemblies in on Safer Internet Day for a school in Islington, a primary school. And I think the analogy, because it's, Key Stage 1 and Key Stage 2, so they're going to be 5 to 7 and 7 to 11. So you have to kind of make the message it's important to get across the kind of the gravity of the situation. How, in the same way as you let a 5-year-old kid know, it really is dangerous to cross the road without an adult, without knowing what you're doing. You have to get that message across in such a sort of, an attention-grabbing way, but also not make it too scary for them. So that's why I'm hoping that, the animals and the, sort of my ability to sort of turn things into a narrative that rather than a bah, hopefully that will help them.
We've just had a subscription via Prime from Fork. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Fork. Welcome. You now have toe beans. Go forth and toe bean with pride.
Indeed.
And a whole bunch of other stuff, but the toe beans, I think the toe beans are on tier 1, aren't they?
Their toe beans are on tier 1.
Yeah,
I believe the hype is on tier 1 too.
Chicken. Hey, Coffee Boy's here as well. How you doing, Coffee Boy? We're still waiting for the external run to get built, by the way. I've still got the tiles that you sent us for that, Coffee Boy, up there. I'm really looking forward to getting it done. But yeah, the builder was like, tomorrow, last week, that's all I heard. And then he was like, to be honest with you, the wire isn't coming until next week, so we may as well just wait and I'll do it all in one day. I was like, okay. And that was supposed to be Thursday or Friday this week. And I didn't chase him on it because it was just raining.
The weather's horrible, yeah.
Exactly, so. But yeah, hopefully, we are a mere days away from having that external run.
Oh.
There we go. We've got some toe beans going into chat now. Awesome.
Yay, toe beans and hype.
And of course, next week we've got some more good things planned. Do you want to tell people what the videos that we've got planned for that we're launching this weekend are?
Yeah, indeed. The videos that we've got coming up is how to make videos. That's what we're going to be doing.
Totally meta.
Totally meta. We're doing videos, teaching you how to make videos. And I believe one of them's leaked.
One of them's leaked?
I believe one of them's leaked. It got set to unlisted. Yeah,
no, deliberately.
Oh, but then it's appeared in all of the playlists that it's been put into. So we've been getting views.
But they wouldn't be able to. Oh, would they? Have they already?
Yeah.
Were they able to access them already?
Yeah, Stu commented on it because he saw it in the playlist.
Oh, that's annoying because I thought I was just sharing those privately. I shouldn't have put them in playlists yet, should I?
No, the playlist should only go in when we've got them set to go public and they're still private. It's all right though because Stu saw it and commented on it.
Well, maybe
it's
would you mind just jumping on those playlists and just unplaylist them or something, just because I haven't done the descriptions or anything yet. We don't want to put them up there when we haven't got the cards and everything in and the descriptions in because they link to each other. But it's basically it's but I want them to stay unlisted because I've shared those links with ChildNet. So ChildNet, the charity that puts together Safer Internet Day, I spoke to them about the fact that we're making them, and they're doing a film competition in a few weeks' time attached to the Safer Internet Day kind of material, and they do it every year. And I was like, and it's how to make a video on your phone, like using just a phone, so filming it and editing it on a phone. Which a lot of kids, they only have access to a phone, like their parents' phone or whatever. So, and it's all using free stuff. Both of the guides are 4 minutes each, so it's a really quick and simple kind of whiz through the principles to plan, construct, and execute the creation of a short video for whatever purpose you want to use. And hopefully they're going to use it as their, a guide to recommend people participating in their film festival. So that would be good. It would be helpful to a bunch of kids who want to express themselves through the medium of internet video.
Yes.
Excuse me, hiccups.
And of course we got other things because I promised a long time ago, before FerretTube was even a thing, that I was going to do some I was going to create some tutorial videos to help people with streaming and video and basic editing principles and sound and how to get everything together so that you don't have to worry about the technology. You just have to get creative. And I'm bringing it to FerretTube.
Yay!
So I'm going to be getting some deep dives into tech, deep dives into streaming, how to create the kind of things that we use here and how to do it all without spending a penny.
Yay.
That's the important thing, because this streaming itself and YouTube and all of that, they are fantastic ways of democratizing media. And I love that phrase, the democratization of media. Anyone could do it. You have in your pocket an entire television studio.
And although we've paid for artwork and stuff to be made in terms of the headers and the avatars and the characters, actually what you're seeing on screen right now, this is all pretty much free. Stuff that you can build yourself in Photoshop or I think perhaps you've spent a minimal amount of money or buying that tube, didn't you? But you could easily make your own tube if you didn't want to spend a couple of quid to make that surround. So yeah, everything really is open source free software. Absolutely.
And it's going to be interesting for me to do as well, because I'd also like to get into the post-production stuff. And while I use paid for software in everything that we're doing, I know there's a whole bunch of really good free software out there that you can get, that you can do this stuff on. And I'm really inspired by the two videos that we've just created, especially that one about editing on your phone.
Yeah.
Because there's so many tools and things out there that you can use to do this, and all of those principles are transferable to when you eventually do have access to a computer. And if you're going to be limited by money into doing the things that you want to do, well, let's take that limitation away.
Yeah. Marbles is saying I need to watch these tutorials. Yeah, exactly. Marbles is a YouTuber just starting out, finding his voice, finding his feet, and it does. This is really where I built my career as a tech reporter, and after being a gamer initially and reporting on games, probably the midsection of my career when I started becoming a major part or a regular part of BBC Click, it was because I was able to find this stuff. I would go spend my week just rooting around on the internet and find all this really cool things that you could use to, make creative stuff with, or, help you in some other way. And of course, the BBC being the BBC, I had to find stuff that was free. Very, very seldom did I recommend anything that you had to pay for. I think it really. So we were saying the other night, it feels like our whole life experience has brought us to this point, and I think there's definitely a real need at the moment for educational content that is not flat and sort of dry. I know kids aren't there to be entertained when they go to school, but when you haven't physically got them in in the school, in the place where you can contain their urges to go off and do other things and watch over them, then you do have to compete with their attention. You've got to compete with the Xbox, which is sitting over there, and and all the other sights and sounds of their house that they usually associate with leisure time. Totally. So the idea is to just and even with the girls not here, like the other thing I found, like doing assemblies, the girls will be here for a little while, and initially you think, oh, is that going to be distracting? Are they going to be constantly watching the girls? But the girls pretty soon go off and do their thing. But the kids are now engaged, right? The kids are kind of like stimulated by the environment. There's always a chance that the ferrets may come out again. So it gives you that extra little tool that you need to try and sort of capture and then hold their attention on you while you're trying to give them learning information.
It's kind of a holdover from the early days of children's TV, and we saw you see the likes of Blue Peter using pets and animals to great effect to grab attentions of kids who might not be interested in the things that they're talking about. And even back to the days of the early like the late 80s and early 90s with the BBC guy in the broom cupboard, Philip Schofield with Gordon the Gopher.
Yeah, yeah.
Stick a puppet in there, you'll grab the little one's attentions, and it's all feeding that kind of thing in. They don't realise they're learning. They don't realise they're getting the information in because they're going, oh, that's so cute.
Oh, Franton's arrived. Hey, Franton.
Hey,
Franton's
buddy.
saying, looking forward to Twitch not being so twitchy. Well, they're getting their ads from me today. Is that because he's had to restart it several times? So he's had to watch
possibly.
the opening ad. Sorry about that.
The pre-roll.
Playfully like the vids that Ed from Frontier did. Yeah, they were good.
Yeah, they cut all that on the phone and then put it out. That was great fun.
And the so pets, I think, you know, it's just something to mix it up, you know, give it a little bit of visual variety, have a little bit of fun with it, and let's face it, they are incredibly cute, right?
They are
It's hard
so
not
cute.
to love them.
Most of the kids that'll be seeing them will probably never heard of a ferret.
Exactly.
They'll probably know about the cats and the dogs and the horses and the cow and the sheep, and then suddenly, what's that? That's a cute little ferret. We need a ferret explosion across the UK. They already covered it in The Guardian.
Yes,
Ferrets
they have.
becoming
Not
popular.
us. They've covered ferrets, but not us. We've been in BBC Three Counties twice, and I was interviewed on the radio this week. It was BBC Three Counties Radio, and they asked me if sorry, it was a Hearts advertiser I mentioned earlier. They actually phoned me and said, we're doing this story about kids using mobile phones in school because China have said that they're going to ban mobile phones in school. And the sort of like the chatty show host was kind of, we want your comment on whether or not you think, you know, they should be banned in this country. I was like, okay, this is kind of a weird stretch to get from that to that, but anyway, it was an interesting topic to talk about because I think there's no way that you should just let kids use phones willy-nilly, but if every kid in the class has got a phone, or can be given, those who haven't got them can be given one, you can put them on airplane mode, and there's all sorts of things that you can do. You can like network them up together, you can use them to teach communications and networking principles, and actually just using the phone, you know, why not teach kids how to use them, and actually perhaps we can teach kids to be a bit less dependent on them, and you know, to recognise what's an unhealthy level of interest in their phone, and coping tactics for when they need to break that screen time. We can teach them about the health aspects of not using a blue light screen too close to bedtime. You know, there are so many things we can teach them. Safety, about how not to get, you know, respond to phishing emails and accidentally tap on something and end up with spyware or malware on your handset. And if you do, what do you do about that? You know, there are so many things that would be useful to teach kids.
Well, one thing I've just thought of there is like a lot of phones these days are like, I know my Samsung phone does, has a thing that tracks how often you open it and how often you access apps in it.
Yes.
And has all the data in there. You could set the kids a challenge. See how much you use your phone in just one day.
Yeah.
And then what do you think would be a healthier amount to be using your phone, and can you hit it?
Yeah. So if you bring this kind of stuff into the academic curriculum, I think you'll eliminate a lot of the problems that people have in later life with this, you know, inability to control and moderate their use of technology and the over-reliance on things. So, yeah. But it was interesting because I was phoned up to, you know, be in that context, and I was like, well, am I allowed to mention, you know, the URL of our channel? Yeah. And they're like, yeah, of course you are. And in the end, I didn't mention it, but at the beginning, Nana Aquia, the radio host, she was like asking me about the ferrets. We spent probably about 5 minutes talking about the ferrets, and we talked about the subject. Then we went on a bit of a tangent elsewhere. Then we came back and we talked about what we're doing here for another 5 minutes or so. So, and that's incredible to get that opportunity to talk for so long about what we're doing. Normally they kind of like, it's like, oh, now now we give you your agreed millisecond promotion of your URL.
Where you could mention yourself as quickly as possible, and we're going to cut it off no matter what.
Yeah. But no, it's good. I mean, I don't know if it was a slow news day or if it was just Nana was really enjoying hearing about the ferrets. I like to think it was the latter. So it might have been the former.
No, I think it was definitely the latter. I think she's going to be logging in.
Well, maybe she's watching right now. Hi, Nana.
I know my mum's watching. Hi, Mum.
Hey, Mum.
Actually, she might no. She might still be watching. She likes this bit. This is a good bit. She likes this bit.
She likes the
interaction stuff. She does. She likes the chatty. It's just the two of us gas bagging with all of this lot.
I know. It's a good way to spend Friday night.
says, "Sorry, what did you say? I was looking at Facebook on my phone." Hello, kitty. I'm being attacked.
Playby says hi, Mum, as well. Right. Well, the girls are in bed. I still have some poop to scoop. We are back on to collecting feces again, boys and girls. I'm not going to sit and explain. I did have a call with the vets, and we did plan to talk about that in the show, but we forgot. So I am not going to talk about it now. But what I'm going to do is tomorrow morning when I come down, I'll explain it to you then, and then we can I can use that as one of the elements that we include from the weekend's coverage. The other thing that I would really like to ask your help of, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, if you do happen to be watching the stream at all this weekend, then we've got the sort of the 5 cameras in here capturing every moment of the girls' lives. Those of you who I know personally will know that I've got some family issues going on at the moment, and it's kind of taking my attention more than usual right now. So if you see anything that you think would make a good highlight to include in the show, can you just clip it? Even if you don't clip the whole thing, you just clip a moment from it, post it in the comments on the Discord, in the Twitch clips on Discord, and just let me know why it is you're highlighting that. Ow.
Oh, she went for a bite.
Yeah, she really did. Let me know why it is you're highlighting that. That would be a really big help. And what we'll do is we'll credit you. If we use your clips in the show, we'll give you an on-screen credit for pointing them out. And it's going to be a new regular thing we call Viewer's Choice.
Yes.
So anytime you see a clip, or see a moment captured on one of these cameras here, not when I'm in here, because when I'm in here, I'm kind of thinking about that as well, and I go and make notes and stuff. But if you see anything when I'm not here, just happening that you think would make a cute addition, then let us know. Get your moment of fame. Hey, Kay, how are you? Kadroff. Good. The ferrets are good. The ferrets are asleep. Wiggles has just gone back up to bed again, I think.
She had to get one more cuddle in.
Yeah. Will you get paid? You'll get paid in smiles and love and flu. You'll get paid as much as we get paid. How about that, Poopy?
Yes.
Which,
and
by the way,
I'm happy to show anybody my bank statement.
Yeah. As a percentage of the work that you put into the project over the 7-day period, you'll get the same as we get. Your share. And if you do this every week for about the next 600 years, it might be enough in the bank to be worth drawing out a quid or two.
Oh, that's a bit much. We must be talking a high percentage then. That's almost a third.
Yeah, that's true. That'll do, says Flappy.
Fox took along a friend. Yes, Fox had a friend. Go to the garden today. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and he posted it on the Instagram.
Oh, brilliant. I need to put some more food out for them tonight as well.
Mm-hmm. Platy's got his off. That's now going to Sotheby's.
Brilliant. I'm so glad everyone's art's arriving.
Yay.
Fantastic.
I've got mine with the sparkly features.
And your sweatshirt didn't arrive?
No, but we're checking into that to see what happened. We'll figure it out one way or another. But I did get my 2 lovely ferret T-shirts.
Yay!
So I got this one I'm wearing now got X-rayed. Yeah.
Ah, you saw
So-
a.
Oh.
Go on, sorry, carry on.
No.
I was just
Oh,
saying,
I
Marvel
saw
saying I saw a fox an hour ago. Was that what, here or just where you live? Did you see it on our camera? Our fox doesn't tend to come down very much during the daytime. It's very much a night visitor.
Oh yeah, it's very nocturnal.
Your art
Let's see.
is
See if
fanned out on the
anybody's
mantelpiece, framed out on the mantelpiece. Oh, wonderful. Brilliant, everyone's got their... Where you live, okay.
Hey.
Everyone's got their ferret art. I'm so happy.
Marvellous. It's
Very
all there.
happy indeed.
There's no foxes outside right now. There's none.
It's
Which-
many who think that the ferret is a mink. Yes, well, they're from the same... They're mustelids, so they're from the same sort of
Yes.
genus. But they're not quite the same.
No, they're closer associated to a polecat, isn't it?
Yes, and weasel.
Yeah.
Polecat, weasel.
The
kind of
polecats
family.
and weasels.
That sounds like it should be a poem by, Zeus or something. Polecats and weasels.
By Dr. Zeus.
Polecats and weasels and maybe a stout. Stout.
Stuart. A Stuart.
I'll get me coat.
Maybe it's a Stuart.
Maybe a Stuart.
We'll figure
I'll get me
something out. We'll write a whole bunch of kids' books. just for fun.
Why not?
Yay.
Why not?
Pine Martin. Yeah.
They are weed wagons.
Weed wagons.
Right. So I'm going to probably wind this up now.
Yep.
And I've got some poop to scoop, and then I'll be back down tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock to have their first playtime of the weekend with you guys, and we'll figure out what we're going to do for the. I haven't got any special plans this weekend, but we'll figure out what we'll do for the rest of the weekend. If anyone's got any requests or if there's anything you want to do with the girls, then just let us know. Head on over to Discord. And if you're watching this on YouTube, everything we're talking about has probably already happened, so don't bother doing anything. Just sit back, relax, and make a date to join us next week live over on ferret.tube.